Hello everyone, my name is Colin. This is my workshop. In this video we're going to be making this waiter station used in a restaurant. It's like the front of house. You can keep your menus, salt and peppers and so on in the back. And this was made to specification by the owner of the restaurant. And the colors are also to match the restaurant. So follow on with me and we'll see how I'll go about making this. So this is our starting point. We've got a bunch of pallets here, and this is going to be the basis for making our waiter station. Okay, so that's going to be the sides of the waiter station. I'm going to cut a whole bunch of these that length. So here I'm just putting some color onto the wood. So this color is what the customer wanted, and it's to match the rest of their decor. So the idea here is not to have each piece a very uniform color. And also the reason why I'm painting them before I assemble it is that when I assemble it, then the pieces will not necessarily be next to each other. It will give a better finish. Okay, so just to explain where we are, the pallet wood has all been prepared. It's been cleaned up and trimmed to size and varnished. So now I'm going to make the metal frame of the waiter station. Right, so we're at the point where we are going to be welding together the frame. The frame will go together like that. Alright, yeah, so now I'm going to set up this. So I'm just squaring up the frame before I weld in the bottom pieces. And also there's a piece that I need to put across here, and I need to measure it once it's all in situ. So I'm just using these pieces to brace the frame at the right distance apart. I've got everything clamped together with these wooden pieces, so it's all at the right dimension. Now I'm going to spend some time and just go around and make sure everything is square. The uprights are nice and square upright, and the corners are all square before I go ahead and weld in the last piece. All right, so you can see what I've done here now. This is a piece I'm going to weld in. I've got it all nicely flushed up and clamped in place with these vice grips. Also, I've squared everything in this direction and I've squared it upright. So I think we are ready to weld. I'm going to weld the one side, tack it, then I'll move over, set up the second side and tack that, and then we'll do the final weld. So this is what I've done so far. Piece is cut to size, and it's just a matter of welding it in. I have the same on the other side. So before I do the final weld, I'm going to again just go over everything with a square, make sure everything is as square as I can get it. And then we'll do the final welding. So everything looks pretty square. So now I'm just going to go around and weld up all the joints. So I can feel the sunburn on my arms from the welding. So I've put on these leather sleeves and my apron for the rest of the welding. The welding on the main frame is completed. I'm quite happy with it. It's looking pretty good. I may just clean it up a little bit with an angle grinder so that the wood sits flush. And now I'm going to weld in some little triangle pieces at the bottom, and these are where the wheels will be mounted. So I've made this little template, and that is for the holes, mounting holes for the wheels. So I want that to be like that, so that the wheels are just slightly in. "5mm hole, 6mm tap." All right. Okay, perfect. I'm going to take it, give it a second coat. This paint is direct on metal paint and the color is charcoal. Right, paint is dry. It's about 5 days later. It's kind of a little kind of sticky, but it's almost there. I'm just putting the wheels on now. I'm using nylock nuts so that these things will not vibrate loose. So the metal frame is finished. So now I'm just making some of the wooden pieces for putting the whole thing together. And I'll be trimming the wood to size as well. So the idea of this little notch is when I put the wood into the frame, this piece is going to hold the front piece in place. So here I'm making the frame that will hold the shelves inside the waiter station. These thin plywood pieces will be the lining on the inside of the waiter station. These thicker plywood pieces are the shelves for the waiter station. So we're about to assemble this waiter station, and we have some planks like this. These planks are going in the front, and then we have these ones which are going to the back. So these have a particular profile cut into them. And the idea is this goes on the side like that, and then this goes in the front, and that locks into there like that. So it will hold themselves together, and afterwards we'll put in some screws and panels on the inside. In the center of the front we've got a piece which it's got a profile like this. This is a little offcut, and the idea is that the two pieces go into that like that. So this is this piece here. Here's the idea. It goes in there. So the idea is that these pieces of wood are not all 100% uniform color, and it has a sort of a slightly motley, rustic kind of effect. So this is as far as I've got for the day. The next one we have to start cutting, but I just want to show you what I had to do at the end, at the back here. Can you see that? These are just little scraps that I've screwed on here just to hold these planks in place with a tiny spot of glue, so that it holds everything together until I can get the boards and stuff in place. Well, what do you think? So we're getting there. Right, so I need to get this panel in. So I'm going to try and ease it in like that. There we go. It's in. All right, so we're almost there. Almost there. Little finishing off strips is all we need now. So this groove has got to have this piece of plywood in it. And this fits inside like that. Right. And then we have our cross pieces for our shelves. Alright, that's perfect. So there it is. The waiter station is now complete. It's got some shelves on the side and nice paneling to match the decor of the restaurant. So thank you very much for watching, and please join me on my next video.